Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Benny. For about a year now, we have been covering the COVID-19 pandemic in America and in Wisconsin. And there's really no way around it. As much as we may prefer to talk about other things, it has affected schools, events, businesses, everything. And we've tried to make sense of the numbers each day in a way that we hope is neither fear-mongering nor dismissive of this pandemic. Today, the numbers really tell two different stories. Here in Wisconsin, for the second day in a row, the Department of Health Services reported less than 500 new cases statewide. Those are numbers we haven't seen here since June. And now for the second day in a row, DHS also reports no new deaths statewide. Now, if you look at the 7-day average, which helps level out some of the day-to-day fluctuations, you saw we had 17 deaths per day over the last week. In our 12-county north central Wisconsin region, hospitalization numbers are inching down. DHS reports right now 46 people in our region are in the hospital with COVID-19, and they say 16 of those are in the ICU. Also, close to 1,200,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine have now been given out in Wisconsin, and almost 14% of all people in the state have now received at least one dose, according to DHS. Oneida County continues to have among the highest vaccination rates in the state. Just over 20% now have received at least one shot, whereas Taylor County, the white areas, has the lowest. DHS reports about 8.4% of people there have received at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. Now, nationwide, daily case numbers are way down from a peak shortly after Christmas, though we are still averaging roughly 2,000 deaths per day over the last week nationwide. Those numbers have just started to come down recently. And today, President Biden commemorated a moment of silence to remember the now 500,000 plus people who have died from COVID-19 in America alone, saying we need to get through this together.
Let this not be a story of how far we fell, but of how far we climbed back up. We can do this. For in this year of profound loss, we've seen profound courage from all of you on the front lines.
President Biden has also been pushing his nearly $2 trillion COVID relief proposal, which congressional leaders say they hope to take up in the next 3 weeks, maybe as soon as this week. Small business owners who've had a hard time accessing the Paycheck Protection Program loans may find it a bit easier later this week. President Biden also announced today an exclusive 14-day loan application window begins this Wednesday, only for businesses with fewer than 20 employees. Mr. Biden said he believes many mom and pop shops have been crowded out of getting loans by bigger companies with more resources and better banking connections. Another change that will go into effect, business owners with student loan defaults or non-fraud related criminal records will now also be eligible for loans. Outside, Jeff, a little snow moving in this week.
Yeah, the light snow and flurries out there now are about to come to an end, but more snow is back in the forecast tomorrow night. A quick 1.2 inches here at the station earlier, but that snow is now ending. Here it goes toward Green Bay right now. We'll get a break for several hours tomorrow before our next system gets in here tomorrow evening. In fact, the back edge, this is right over here across western Wisconsin. We could see a couple hours of clear skies tonight. That will allow temperatures to drop into the 20s, but here it is. Our next system right there. The stronger of the two is this one here that will likely bring us snow tomorrow night, and will likely be shoveling that snow tomorrow night already. A winter weather advisory. This will likely be expanded to the east tomorrow once Marquette and Green Bay gets a hold of it tomorrow morning across the area. I expect snow tomorrow night. Our forecast for tonight, though, is the flurries out there now will end shortly. Low temperatures down near 26. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
Hey, thanks, Jeff. One man has died after a snowmobile crash in Iron County over the weekend. According to the Iron County Sheriff's Department, that happened Saturday night in the town of Knight, which is around and south of Iron Belt. They say the snowmobiler went off the trail, struck a tree. Emergency personnel tried to save the 51-year-old, but they were unsuccessful. That crash is still under investigation. Governor Tony Evers released his latest capital budget proposal today, saying he wants to spend $2.4 billion on building projects across Wisconsin over the next 2 years. Nearly half of that would go towards projects in the the University of Wisconsin system. Again, this is just a proposal. The State Building Commission is slated to vote on the proposal next month. They would then, if they pass it, send it to the legislature's budget committee, which would then decide what to fund or not. Attorney General Josh Kaul has joined a multi-state coalition urging Congress to adopt resolutions that call for the cancellation of up to $50,000 in federal student debt per person. In their letter, the attorneys general of 16 states plus the District of Columbia say the existing repayment system for federal student loans makes it too hard for borrowers to manage their debts, and that has only been made worse by the COVID-19 pandemic. Adding, the industry's predatory practices, their words, have disproportionately harmed people of color. Of course, this move comes just days after President Biden said he will not cancel $50,000 of student debt per person, suggesting that would help mostly people who went to rich schools, but that he would consider canceling $10,000 per person. The Rhinelander Area Food Pantry just received a $600 donation from the Boulder Junction Shooting Range Monday Night Traveling Trap League. Here's a picture of the league treasurer, Roger Jones, presenting that check, that donation, to the pantry's general manager, Jay Matowski. The league recently hosted a fundraiser, and they decided to donate the proceeds to local programs like the food pantry. Pantry is planning another food box distribution, by the way, this Thursday morning. We'll have more details on that later this week. A new bill proposed today in the Wisconsin State Senate would add a rare disorder called Krabbe disease to the newborn screening program. A similar proposal was shot down in 2016, but Republican Senator Patrick Testin believes the story of one Wisconsin Rapids family will be enough to change some people's minds. Newswatch 12's Georgina Fernandez spoke to that family today and has details.
I was sitting on the couch, holding him until at least 2 o'clock in the morning. Even if he was having a great night and was asleep for hours, I would continue to hold him.
It's a priceless moment. His nightly snuggles with his son Colin, the Coven Cushman holds close to his heart.
Because I knew I wasn't going to get to do that forever. And I wanted to have that memory of having just that time with him.
But he'll never know how his son felt about them.
Son never talked, never walked. So quite honestly, we know much more about Krabbe, the disease that he had, than we'll ever know about Colin.
At 2 years old, Colin was diagnosed with Krabbe, a rare neurological disease that Kevin says stole priceless moments between them.
Colin lost his eyesight.
Now just memories he remembers clearly.
There was one night I was holding him, watching TV, and I happened to look down and his eyes were locked on me. And I knew instantly, you can see me, can't you, Bubba? And I know for a fact that he could see me. So this disease stole a lot, stole everything from Colin. It stole his eyesight, but for the briefest of moments, it gave it back.
In 2019, Colin passed away at just 9 years old. His memory lives on through those around him.
I don't trust pirates.
Don't worry, Chip.
And potentially a new bill. Colin Cushman law would add Krabbe to the newborn screening panel in Wisconsin. While there's no known cure for the condition, they believe by identifying the condition earlier, it can lead to better outcomes.
With newborn screening, that's an opportunity that a family will have, is to know their child.
And the Cushmans say it's a fight for much more than survival, but hope.
Give them hope. Basically give them hope that their child can live a better quality of life.
That's Georgina Fernandez reporting. Some kids at one Northwoods Wisconsin school, are learning heritage and history through playing games this week. We'll take a closer look at those festivities and how they all got started in just a few minutes. But first, Jeffson, let us know how much snow we might get this week. You're watching Newswatch 12, proud to serve Hazelhurst and folks all across the Northwoods of Wisconsin.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
When searching for your next truck, you want your truck to last. Get the job done right with a Lenz truck. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to lenztruck.com.
Lenz Truck, Lenz Truck. We got the trucks at Lenz Truck.
We got the trucks.
Johnny Greaves is back in Eagle River this weekend for the Arctic Derby Dash UTV races. Check out derbycomplex.com for tickets and information.
Season after season, customers have found that when it comes to replacing their windows, there's only one company to call, Renewal by Andersen. Call today to schedule your free window diagnosis because this incredible offer is only available for a limited time. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live. This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano.
There you are. Welcome back, my friends. Well, here we are in Eagle River with a fresh dusting of snow on the ground there. A widespread kind of 1 inch came through the area. It is now ending, pushing off over toward Green Bay and Lake Michigan. Behind it, we'll actually get a couple hours of clearing skies this evening before our next system gets in here tomorrow. But here's the back edge of the snow pushing out of here as we speak. There are a couple flurries left in here, but that's it. The accumulating snow is over for now until about this time tomorrow night. So there's the back edge of the clouds across western Wisconsin right now, moving in our direction. Once that gets here, temperatures will drop rather quickly, although right now we're still hanging out near 30, which is above the average high temperature for the day, right? So we're looking pretty good there as we do have warmer air on the way for us tomorrow. Also on the way is more snow. So this system right there doesn't look like much, but it will tomorrow as it moves in our direction and bringing us snow to northern Wisconsin. And it could be a very narrow band of potentially some heavy snow tomorrow right across northern Wisconsin. So here we go again, right? All right, so here's system 1 pushing out of here. See you later. This guy here will leave us alone. And there's system 2 right there. That's going to move our direction to something like this tomorrow afternoon and evening. It'll likely start snowing after sunset tomorrow, probably about this time tomorrow evening, and then let up really early on Wednesday morning. But there could be a quick burst of snow in there, just like tonight, which will leave roadways rather kind of tricky, right, for traveling. Okay, so here's the snowfall amount going forward. So looking at this, I added a plus in here from earlier because latest model guidance suggests a couple areas along and north of Highway 8 could see closer to 5 inches tomorrow. So we'll see. But again, a widespread. The thing to know here is it's going to snow tomorrow evening. There could be a widespread 2 to 4 inch snowfall, especially north of Highway 8. That'll make roads very slippery tomorrow night into early parts of Wednesday morning. Already, winter weather advisories are posted. Now, these go up basically by the Weather Service when they have a forecast for snow of 3 inches or more-ish, right? So they're not really quite into our area yet, but Marquette and Green Bay haven't really got a hold of this yet, so they will tomorrow morning. Likely expanded our direction tomorrow morning. It's a winter weather advisory, basically saying, hey, it's going to snow. Slow it down tomorrow night into early parts of Wednesday morning. Today, though, for us, though, we had some snow across the area early today, and then the sun came out for a couple hours, and the clouds rolled in, and then the snow came back again. But again, that snow is ending as we speak, and we are in pretty good shape. And look what we did temperature-wise today. We melted some snow. 34 in Rhinelander, 33 for Antigo, 38 for Shawano, 41 for high in Wapaka today. Now, a few more of you will likely get into the low 40s tomorrow briefly. but it's going to be windy tomorrow as well. That'll make things feel much colder. As you know, out there right now, this is not normal. It's 31 in Rhinelander, 30 in Antigo, 30 in Leona, 36 Green Bay. So there are actually some rain showers mixing with the snow showers near Green Bay right now, with temperatures there above freezing. Okay, so going forward, though, we're going to change all this. So 40 tomorrow, we're going to reach for it. We may hit it, may not. It's going to be close, right? 32 for Wednesday, 28 for Thursday. Then there we are back in the 30s Friday and Saturday with our next chance for snow after tomorrow on Sunday afternoon. Your forecast then for tonight, though, is scattered light snow and flurries out there now will be ending shortly. Low temperatures down near 26, but it could get even colder if we get clear skies for a couple hours tonight. For tomorrow, so a nice day, mostly cloudy, highs near 40, kind of breezy, right? But then snow arriving for us late tomorrow night. That southwest wind could gust near 25 throughout the day tomorrow. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows snow tomorrow night into early parts of Wednesday morning. We cool off Wednesday and Thursday. Back in the 30s Friday before some more snow gets in here on Sunday. Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. Wisconsin's first wolf hunt in nearly 7 years is now underway. The abbreviated event started today. It's slated to run through Sunday. The state issued about 4,000 permits for this one. The DNR believes there are about 1,200 wolves in the state. The kill limit is 200, which means some zones could close early if hunters near their limit. The Trump administration removed wolves from the federal endangered species list in January, returning management to the states instead. Wisconsin law requires wildlife officials to hold a wolf hunt between November and February when one is legal, so a longer hunt is scheduled to start in November. Most of us in the Northwoods like getting outside during the winter, having some fun when we can. And in one area, those games also include a dose of culture and history. Newswatch 12's Megan Mamlock has more on this week's Ojibwe Winter Games.
8th graders at the Lac du Flambeau Public School learn the importance of their culture and tradition through their winter games while having fun.
Snow snake hasn't been played in 175 years here in Lac du Flambeau until we brought it back. So it's now becoming common knowledge with our young people once again in our community.
The Ojibwe Winter Games have been taking place for the past 10 years after Wayne had a vision of children playing these games on the ice.
February is a very cold, still month in northern Wisconsin, and I wanted to get the kids outside doing healthy activities and also bringing some of our old games back that we haven't played in a long, long time.
The students competed in the snow snake, hoop and spear throwing game, and snowshoe race. Wayne incorporates the students' culture and heritage into the activities, making sure they keep connected to a tradition historically not taught.
Today, our students will not only tell you what a snow snake is, but it's Ojibwe word also. It's called a Kunika Ganebik. So our kids know about its history. They know how to play it.
Wayne hopes building a strong sense of identity early on will give the students a necessary foundation.
The experience of the Winter Games, it starts in the classroom. This right here is what we call a snow snake, Kunika Ganebik. Our students from kindergarten all the way up to 8th grade make these.
To build the future of the community with respect for their past.
With the Winter Games, it really helps our kids to live culturally. Kids, when they come out here, they're experiencing what our ancestors experienced.
In Lac du Flambeau, Megan Mamlock, Newswatch 12.
Well, the border that separates the U.S. and Canada has been closed because of the pandemic for months now, and that has led to some complicated scenarios, including for one Michigan woman who had her car parked on the other side of the border. We'll hear from her after the break. But first, here's tonight's Job Watch.
Job Watch is brought to you by Ripco Credit Union.
Quality Homes of Tomahawk now sells modular homes built by Wisconsin Homes. Wisconsin Homes has maintained a tradition of building some of the finest homes on the market. Quality Homes also has a large selection of new manufactured and mobile homes. New homes starting at only $38,900. All prices include delivery and setup anywhere in Wisconsin. Whether buying your first home or a cabin getaway, Quality Homes has the experience and expertise to make your dreams a reality.
The Great American Sales Event at your local Ford store has just been extended. Don't miss out on FlexBuy with 0% APR for 66 months plus 1,000 President's Day cash on top of other offers on select SUVs. With added days of deals on America's best-selling brand, now's a great time to buy. Hurry in or shop online before March 1st. Choose FlexBuy in a 2021 Explorer with 0% APR for 66 months plus $1,000 President's Day cash. Hurry, the Great American Sales Event ends soon.
Hi, I'm Dennis from Irma. I've had excruciating pain in my lower back and neck. And I contacted Dr. Scherer. We went over the situation together. And after a series of treatments, my pain is gone. So I feel that it was complete and successful.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Coming up on your Tuesday, we'll be joined by nurse Christina Paris for this week's Nursing the North.
And a few chances of snow moving in, Peter. Some of it will accumulate, some of it will not too. We'll keep you posted on your latest show coming up on your Tuesday.
Well, for nearly a year now, a car with Michigan plates has been parked in a lot across the Canadian border near Toronto's Pearson Airport. The owner of the 04 Honda is in Detroit and is not allowed across the border because it's been closed for months. Meanwhile, that vehicle's been racking up charges. Greg Ross reports.
We decided to fly out of Pearson.
When Kim Richardson flew to Europe last March, she first drove from Detroit to Toronto, parking her car, a 2004 Honda Element, at this Park to Sky Airport parking lot on Dixon Road.
Paid for up and I think through the 24th. That's when our flight was supposed to come back in.
But just days after leaving, plans changed thanks to the pandemic.
Our flight changed from flying into Toronto into Detroit because the Canadian-U.S. border was closed.
Richardson says she called the parking lot several times and sent emails in the weeks after getting home, but says she was unable to get a response. Her car sat in the Park to Sky lot for 10 months before she says she finally got in touch with the owner. He told her that if she wanted her car back, she would have to pay $2,800 in storage fees.
Like I told him, this is beyond my control, and they weren't willing to work with me at all. They were trying to tell me that the $2,800 that they're trying to charge me is cutting me a deal.
We called the number for the parking lot, and the man who answered the phone told us he was the owner, but didn't want to give us his name or appear on camera. He did tell us that he believes $2,800 is far less than Richardson owes. And he also told us he had other American clients who were parked here at the start of the pandemic and that they all found a way to get their cars. He said some even paid to have their cars towed all the way to the border. The parking lot is almost completely empty now, aside from Richardson's car. The owner says he's no longer in business. He doesn't seem willing to negotiate his price, and Richardson says $2,800 is more than the car is worth.
I mean, it's not a Mercedes, it's an 04 Honda. It's not.
Richardson wants the lot owner to waive any extra fees so she can have her car towed to the border, which she says will be costly in itself.
Well, that is a story. Most people haven't done a lot of traveling, of course, during the pandemic, but that is not the case for one woman from the UK. However, she was most certainly socially distant on her journey. We'll look at her record-setting trip after the break.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services.
There are never enough hours in the day. I'm always making trade-offs, sacrifices. But I'll keep going. Even when it feels like there's no way I can do it all, I won't give up. I'm doing this for me and for them. We're doing this together. North Central Technical College's virtual college. Flexible learning, because our time is precious.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stones shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Clover, Madison.
Since its inception 5 years ago, Incredible Bank Foundation and Incredible Bank employees and owners have donated nearly $1,250,000 to charities throughout the Minocqua and Eagle River area. But the truest measure of our support comes from our employees, who have contributed $4,000 in 5 short years to community organizations that better the lives of residents living in Minocqua and Eagle River. Incredible Bank, helping you start something incredible and finishing it.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Coyote 93.7.
A 70-day, 3,000-mile journey has turned one young woman into a world record setter. Jeremy Roth has details in tonight's Take a Look at This.
After 3,000 hard-fought, hand-rowed miles, this 21-year-old woman became the youngest ever to row solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Jasmine Harrison of Britain completed the 2020 Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Challenge, rowing from Spain to Antigua in 70 days, 3 hours, and 48 minutes, which sets a new world record for the youngest female to row solo across any ocean. Harrison wrote on Twitter that along her odyssey, she experienced a near collision with a drilling ship, 2 capsizes, and visits from dolphins. She also said there was lots of peanut butter and Nutella consumed. Harrison said she hopes her solo seafaring saga will bring inspiration to young people that it is okay to go at things alone. Speaking of historic journeys, it's not every day you see a 139-year-old house up and move 7 blocks. But that's exactly what happened in San Francisco. Spectators cheered as this 2-story historic Victorian was rolled to a new location. It's the first move of its kind in nearly 50 years, according to the San Francisco Historical Society. The fees and permissions involved in this undertaking alone reportedly cost the owner about $200,000. Squeezing the landmark building down the narrow roads took some prep work. Crews had to trim trees, move power lines, and take down a few road signs. There was definitely a festive vibe in the air as hundreds turned out to witness the incredible journey. Eyewitnesses said it was almost like watching a very slow Mardi Gras parade. Or take a look at this. I'm Jeremy Roth.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano.
Ripco Credit Union, since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun with prices so low you'll have to bend over to see them. Prices that'll make your eyes pop out. Want to sleep watching TV? Check out our recliners. You want to pass out face first in a sofa? Check out our sofas! And beds! We've got beds! Check us out! Prices so low you'll think we're crazy! Because everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun!
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Badger 5 with Lightning Ball. During February, there's a 1 in 3 chance that a lightning ball strikes a play. When it does, players get an extra number, which means better odds of winning a prize. Jackpot not included, only in February. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
Johnny Greaves is back in Eagle River this weekend for the Arctic Derby Dash UTV races. Check out derbycomplex.com for tickets and information.
Experience comfort that you never had before. Experience dependability. Experience Marcel's. For decades, more homes in Wisconsin have been burning bright with the warmth and glow of a Heat and Glow fireplace from Marcel's.
For over 3 generations, from design to complete installation and the best warranty in the industry, we'll provide you the fireplace experience you've always dreamed of. Stop in today and start enjoying your hearthwarming experience with Heat and Glow and Marcel's. We look forward to you being a part of our family.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
Ripco Credit Union since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, I'm Maria Seefeld with Miracle-Ear of Marshfield. If you're struggling hearing your favorite news or TV shows, please stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
NASA keeps releasing new video for the Perseverance rover, which landed on Mars last week, including final minutes of the entry, descent, and landing. And the new footage includes the first time ever this audio from Mars. It's just essentially wind, but still pretty cool, Jeff.
Mars is making noise. Yeah. All right, so out there right now for us, our light snow is pulling away. For tonight, it's out of here, but for tomorrow night, we have our next batch of snowfall on the way. That is still about 20 hours away. It's this system right there, likely bringing 3, 4, 5 inches of snow to areas north of Highway 8 tomorrow night. And then looking ahead, your 7-day includes a 40 in the forecast for a high temperature tomorrow.
May not feel like 40, but it's there. We know it's there. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a great night.